How can a person read concisely for 2 months?
अपना सबका एक स्ट्रॉन्ग सब्जेक्ट होता है, तो मुझे पता है मेरा क्या स्ट्रॉन्ग सब्जेक्ट है, तो इसको मैं थोड़ा कम टाइम दूंगी तो चल जाएगा। जो मेरा वीक सब्जेक्ट है उसको मेरी अटेंशन ज्यादा चाहिए।
I have struggled a lot with handwriting. I'm sure most of you guys must have like my handwriting is not good. Handwriting is not required at all. Flow charts. Who's going to write paragraph? Who's going to read paragraph? Draw flow charts.
Do not skip on the viva trees, क्योंकि viva trees के जो ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं they will lead to questions which will go into theory. Previous year questions तो छोड़ना है ही नहीं. They will decide if you pass or you fail.
In the last 1 week, what do you advise a student should do?
Revise your handwritten notes. वही हेल्प करता है क्योंकि एक फोटो छप जाती है ब्रेन में. So the moment you see the question, you are able to write it.
Hello guys, welcome back to PW Method YouTube channel, and here we are going to discuss how to read for the second year with just 2 months left for your university exam. I have with me Dr. Anusha, and Strats has not been with us, but he will definitely give you insights in a separate video of how to read pharmacology. So ma'am, tell me ma'am, if a student is going to start reading just now, like today is when the person has realized that okay, university exam schedule is out, how can a person read concisely for 2 months exactly from a university point of view?
So जो पहली चीज स्टूडेंट को रियलाइज करनी है कि 3 सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने हैं, पैथ, फार्मा, माइक्रो। हैविंग सेड दैट, अपना सबका एक स्ट्रॉन्ग सब्जेक्ट होता है, तो मुझे पता है मेरा क्या स्ट्रॉन्ग सब्जेक्ट है, तो इसको मैं थोड़ा कम टाइम दूंगी तो चल जाएगा। जो मेरा वीक सब्जेक्ट है उसको मेरी अटेंशन ज्यादा चाहिए। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अपनी बुक्स मार्क कराओ, सीनियर्स को पकड़ो, गेट योर बुक्स मार्क्ड। अगर आपके कॉलेज में बुक मार्क नहीं होती है, देन वी हैव द फर्रे सीरीज विच इज़ योर शॉर्टकट, विच इज विल हेल्प यू कि आप 2 महीने में कैसे आप टैकल करोगे अपने एग्जाम को। माइक्रोबायोलॉजी के लिए आई कैन से कि जो प्रैक्टिकल है, प्रैक्टिकल के क्वेश्चंस, स्टेज वाइवा के क्वेश्चंस अगर आप डिटेल में पढ़ लोगे, बहुत सारा थ्योरी भी उसके साथ कवर हो जाएगा। सो पैनिक नहीं करना है, मेक अ प्लान, आइडेंटिफाई योर स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड वीक सब्जेक्ट्स, get your books marked and follow Farre series.
Ma'am said that identify your strong subject and weak subject. I know that most of them is going to say pathology is the weakest subject. I hope it will become strong in near future. If path is your weak subject, I want it divided 2 papers. We have paper 1 and paper 2. In paper 1 you have general pathology and hematology, and paper 2 is primarily about systemic pathology, right? So paper 1 focus more on general pathology. There are very classical questions which will come like shock. Shock is by default a long answer question. And if you take hematology, CML is 1, thalassemia sickle is 1, by default a long answer question, right? Prepare for that. Long answer question is about diagnosis and then questions regarding it, right? So present a paper, like these are the age wise. Age, so I think of a CML. Splenomegaly, I think of that. So how do I confirm? Use proper headings. That's what the entire foray is about. We'll tell you how to exactly present for an exam, because you're taught your entire year about concepts. Concepts are there, but if you're not able to write it, they will not give you marks, right? I have struggled a lot with handwriting. I'm sure most of you guys must have like my handwriting is not good. Handwriting is not required at all. Flow charts. Who's going to write paragraph? Who's going to read paragraph? Draw flow charts. And please don't take eosin and hematoxylin pencil.
Yes.
It'll break. Use pink sketch and a violet color sketch. That's more than enough. No one is going to see if it's eosin or hematoxylin. Legible diagrams are more required than artistic. But if you're an artistic person like ma'am who used to draw a cat for toxoplasmosis, please go ahead and do that as well.
So I think the nutshell is कि आप अपना आंसर प्रेजेंट करो. It's all about presentation. Examiner के पास इतना टाइम नहीं है to read paragraphs. So if flowchart help, make flowchart. If diagrams help, make diagram. Point is you have to show the examiner कि आपने पढ़ा है और आपको टॉपिक आता है.
True ma'am.
That is what is required while attempting the theory exams. And I would really urge, do not skip on the viva trees. क्योंकि viva trees के जो objects हैं, they will lead to questions which will go into theory. वो आपको help करेगा to cover a lot of theory subjects also.
What do you think, like should a student first read for theory, and then generally what students do is like they complete the theory because theory is big headache for them. And after theory, between practicals, there'll be like a 1 week, 2 week gap. Then only they start reading for practicals. Should they do that, or can they simultaneously read, like you said, for like the viva?
Firstly, distract मत करो practical से, क्योंकि अगर vice versa है, अगर आपने theory पढ़ा ही नहीं है, then practical gives you a road map.
True.
Specific questions जिसके आपको answer पढ़ने हैं and you will be able to attempt. लेकिन अगर आपने थ्योरी पढ़ना स्टार्ट कर दिया है, यू ऑलरेडी आर अवेयर, देन डोंट वेस्ट टाइम ऑन प्रैक्टिकल. सो ये टेलर मेड है, तो आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है आपका सब्जेक्ट कहाँ स्ट्रॉन्ग है, क्योंकि प्रैक्टिकल में आप जाते हो प्रैक्टिकल हॉल में जाते हो, योर टीचर्स टीच यू, यूजुअली वो सबको आता होता है और आइडेंटिफाई तो कोई भी कर लेता है कि ये क्या है. उसकी जो क्रॉस क्वेश्चनिंग है वहाँ पे स्टोरी जाती है थ्योरी में. सो इम्पॉर्टेंट टू आइडेंटिफाई इन हाउ मच वाटर यू आर, कितने पानी में हो वो आइडेंटिफाई करो, देन हैव अ रोड मैप. एंड प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस तो छोड़ना है ही नहीं. दे विल डिसाइड इफ यू पास और यू फेल.
True. And like ma'am said, for microbiology practicals, pathology practicals, you guys already know CH01 is tuberculosis. You must have already remembered all the gross specimens number and microscopy number. The only thing is, like ma'am said, correlate the theory with the practicals, because anyway you read for acute myeloid leukemia and theory, that will come in the microscopy slide, tell that. And there are few age-old instruments like Salis hemoglobinometer. I don't know why it is still there, but for that alone, which is not linked with the theory, you have to read a little bit. That in 1 week gap, I think they can definitely go with it, right? Ma'am, can you give some out of the thing, what you think might be like a predicted question for the long answer in general microbiology and systemic microbiology?
सो एक तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हर कॉलेज के ना एग्जामिनर फेवरेट क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, वो तो कभी मिस नहीं करना है. एंड आई थिंक इट हेल्प्स कि व्हेन यू आर गोइंग फॉर वाइवा, जस्ट सी विच प्रोफेसर यू आर गोइंग टू. पैरासिटोलॉजी प्रोफेसर है, बायोकेमिस्ट्री प्रोफेसर है, या बैक्टीरियोलॉजी प्रोफेसर है. वहीं पे हेल्प करता है अटेंडिंग लेक्चर्स ऑल्सो, बिकॉज यू नो कि इस टीचर ने ये पढ़ाया था तो दे माइट आस्क दिस. मस्ट नो टॉपिक्स from general microbiology is bacterial genetics, antimicrobial resistance.
The log curve.
Yeah.
I still remember log
yes,
curve.
the bacterial growth curve and also genetics, the transfer of drug resistance and all of that. ये तो must know topics हैं. एक age old question है Koch's postulates. बहुत since medieval times we have all been getting it. So these are the basic important questions from general microbiology. Also your virulence factors, the cell wall appendages, enzymes, toxins. These are favorite questions of examiners. In systemic microbiology, I think bloodstream infections is something you cannot miss. You have to read bloodstream infections because it has many important, like HIV, like typhoid. These are very important diseases which will be asked. And it also has इसमें special bacteria भी है, जैसे rickettsial group. ये सब bloodstream में आएगा. Secondly, hepatitis आप बिल्कुल मिस नहीं कर सकते हो, वो must know है. Malaria must know topic है. Then your sexually transmitted diseases, entire unit in itself, जिसमें कि सिफिलिस पढ़े बिना तो आप डॉक्टर ही नहीं बन सकते हो. सबसे पुरानी बीमारी है और अब तक इट इज़ वेरी वेरी रेलिवेंट. सो दीज आर इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स. यहाँ पे आता है गेटिंग योर बुक्स मार्क्ड.
Great, ma'am. Great. Like ma'am asked for Koch's postulates, right? I want to ask a Viva question here right away. Not a microbiologist, but asking a Viva question, which is the organism which does not follow Koch postulates? I hope there is an answer for that, ma'am.
Yes, there is.
If you know the answer, put in the comment section. Ma'am, you said everything. Like, but let's say like student has done whatever we are told the next 2 months, and just before the exam, 1 week. It's like path, pharma, micro, everything will be intellect, and they are going to definitely have an existential crisis there. So in the last 1 week, what do you advise a student should do?
I think advice है to watch Farre, because in a few hours सारा कंसाइज हो जाएगा. अगर आपने कुछ भी नहीं किया है तो फर्रे देख लो, हो सकता है पास तो हो ही जाओगे. सेकेंडली, अगर आपके कोई नोट्स हैं, रिवाइज योर हैंड रिटन नोट्स. वही हेल्प करता है क्योंकि एक फोटो छप जाती है ब्रेन में. सो द मोमेंट यू सी द क्वेश्चन, यू आर एबल टू write it down.
Perfect,
That would be my advice.
Great, thank you, ma'am. So guys, Farre is a tool not just for you to complete the last one, it's to consolidate your existing knowledge and how to present. There are like 100 selected important previous year topics there, which is there in the form of PDF. Like ma'am said, I know you guys will be watching it 1.5 or 2x, right? Watch it 1.5 or 2x, look at the PDF. Let's get over the second year and let's see that ENT, Opthal, PSM and forensics in third prof will be amazing with PW, right? See you guys. Thank you for listening. See you soon. Till then, bye-bye.